old mouth gamer.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
This could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete.
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they're looking at the 3rd down. And the big beat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
I hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think they're really going to block them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. You know, the coach explained to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this was that Jimmy has to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about it and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And When you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this O-line is the lifeblood of the offense.
Nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A solid stiff arm. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. The screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Come on, let's go. What?
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference, defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where's the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to run really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what Coach is talking about. A back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out come the Giants, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Usually sometimes like this is the defense breaks down in the game. This guy set to run through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught right side, Tate. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
We talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Set. 3-19.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to the 4th down.
The good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know there's no problem rhythm. Now, when I watch it offensively, a little bit of a problem. Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's go! Grand 38!
On second down, there's the option going left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, maybe because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And Hill with it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bridgewater now on second down. Keeps himself upright. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Bridgewater on first down. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him. He was able to flush out to his right to try to fade people. On the run, had to get on his
Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, let's go. What? None.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In the locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. Jersey planted at this reason. There has to be us.
I like how you saw that because of the ball players, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in, and for them it's every single snap. So it's not just about getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball for him. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as his hands separated from the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. Here's the sticks.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
A dump off here to Stewart. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So a decent game,
Still
but all
first
for
down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
Holding, offense.
So some
Still
holding
first
over
down.
on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. Room past the 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Cut back to the left. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards. Another first down.
Sometimes it's a little intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green,
They'll drop to
39.
throw.
Green, 39.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Coming open downfield and keeps himself in a 1st down. Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Green, 30.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And before we can get to the field goal try, time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 7-0 is our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Foul.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
That was just a conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Give enough respect to these guys because they have been getting it done on this drive. The hurdles have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and one?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver, in this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult. And we'll see if they can get less difficult for themselves on this one. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We had some coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And obviously, we like his measurables. Otherwise, they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got half the first down in about the third game. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down.
He's have to go down to one of the simpler routes in the football. He's always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Bridgewater. They go screen. This is Ingram. Fighting through it. He's got space. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. They kind of all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go now. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll set up to throw. And Tate's got it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to want, and this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point run down the middle. We got a tie game here on back and the drive summary had 10 and 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Throwing, Bridgewater. That's complete to Meredith. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
That's frustrating because you think you're taking them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point forthcoming. After right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure this guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything more to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Second down, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. He bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Bridgewater. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
He's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't it? But Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
To throw, Bridgewater. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
To throw is Bridgewater. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Carr. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Bridgewater. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Every yard back, speeds of linebackers are running down as they run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job. They got off the field in the current situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, that's their turn to take it downfield.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Got even points for the attack. Coaches believe they're a host of
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Bridgewater now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Bridgewater being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for the defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
Now Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watching on fumbles. Look at the guy who caught it up the same shot. Let's tip the captain defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big time play. Not going to create something good for your team.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They have a big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. In the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Set. 3-19.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the Saints signal for another timeout as the final stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back out onto the field. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go. What? 90.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back in
watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Bridgewater on first down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing rounds in the workout, from training camp, OTA, training camp, and just the regular season. They got it done on that one. Outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
Bridgewater now at 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Turn around, that play's over.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives them a new set of downs.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the rookie potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They go play action. Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Bridgewater. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go. What?
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give him a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a 3rd miss and another scoreless possession.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A great run that time by Stewart. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now let's go. Blue, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it with Mack. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
Here's Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after the catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Defensive back, more chances to make the team now than ever because people using 5 defensive back, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a different package there.
Why is that? Why are they using that?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on those plays.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. After the pick six, they go right back to the air and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now let's go. Boo, land it.
On third down, it's Stewart, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
These guys going to chop into that deficit. They can do a much better job in the run game. Call behind the line of scrimmage. No yards to be found.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out left. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So he's tucked it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. That's deep, particularly in the secondary. He's been picked apart. Points
He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I can bet you he ran up the football with chocolate to himself. They finally got one. They finally got it.
New York set to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Well, look at this. It's tight end carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
The handoff comes to Stewart. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The execution of that defense right there. Someone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. Like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. They'll let Stewart try and run. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And after what they're running schedule, they go ahead and kick the extra point. But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's an momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted. As he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points. You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. Quick hitch, complete. It's Carr. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, They still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go. What? None. What? None.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, too, so, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll lead.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
Oftentimes, when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physically, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically, you just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And a pretty little jerk move there, but now it's time to show more afterwards as he's brought down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to skip out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down. But he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll let Stewart try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees it a field goal going forward.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants defense getting ready to go here.
Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. Marking down to the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback is going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run and get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On second down, Ingram. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches do.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Stays on his feet. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. They go screen. This is Ingram. before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There'll always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks, strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 190.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now in this contest so far. It feels like a witching hour, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
190.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. A strong running. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go back to Stewart on first. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. The difference between that and a pass blitz, the pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback, trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him for the first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's the thing any defense occasionally you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We're definitely seeing some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. The defense has the lead. They're going for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Over the slant that time, 15 yards in the first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First and 10, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And now running right through him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and now he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
So we were down real quick. He had the touchdown. And now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it. He's having himself a game.
Ohio. Flex round.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down. Decision.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking at the same time, moving so fast as to get too much time. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. And Watson has it right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's got this one down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bridgewater on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The busy night continuing for Stewart.
Detroit!
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He's back to throw.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit. to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Let's go. One.
They'll run with Gillisley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. He'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And that was good for 16. And it'll continue.
And there's another conversion to the tight end. Let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what... One great tight end told me once, he had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
back to throw. A dump off here to Stewart. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's into the clear. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This a long one from 54. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved it from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yards to get a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
On 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game. They also love baseball games of 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for